Yeah, baby! Let's go. Here we are. Somebody get excited. Hell yeah! All right, thank you. I'm doing it, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Doing it.
What are you doing? You made a choice.
I made a
life
choice.
Yeah.
I made a choice.
Are you going somewhere?
I
Are
am.
you doing something? What are you doing?
Well, I was going to get in my car today and drive to the lovely and talented state of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm off till I got to be back on the show Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I have from today at 9 a.m. till Thursday morning.
To do whatever you want.
Do whatever I want.
Awesome.
And then I found out that the number 2 ranked person on my top 10 bands of all time list has 3 shows.
Bryan Adams?
Yeah. In Vegas this weekend.
Where in Vegas?
The Win.
It's playing the Win?
I could fly there today.
Yeah.
Probably for like $100.
Overpay for a ticket.
Yeah.
And then fly back here and then drive home.
Could do that, yeah.
I could do that. I should do that, right?
Yes.
This is the kind of thing I get pissed at myself for
100%.
not doing.
Yes.
Life is too short
Right.
to not do it.
Right.
Yeah,
I
no
should
reason
do
not
this.
to.
Yeah.
I'm
And
doing it.
What's stopping you from doing it?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Then do it.
You know what they don't? You know what they have there that they don't have here? The Wizard of Oz slot machine.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know they have casinos there. The Win, by the way, that you're talking about that Bryan Adams is playing it,
Right.
is a casino.
I'm not a big fan of gambling.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm too big a fan of gambling.
Correct.
But if I purposefully chop up my ATM cards,
Mm-hmm.
then I will not gamble.
I'm also pretty sure,
Oh,
by the
you'll
way,
find a
like,
way.
I'm pretty sure if you walk out of the Win in almost every direction, I think
There's prostitutes.
there are other
Your mic's
casinos that you could walk to.
Yeah.
I've heard Vegas is lovely.
You have
The
to go.
beautiful Venetian / Palazzo right next door.
Yeah.
Resorts
Rico
World.
Palazzo.
Resorts
You
World
could- you
is
could-
in deep trouble.
Which is too bad because the casino's nice.
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
just-
clean and
Is it
modern.
really?
mismanaged. Yeah.
Is that right?
Deep trouble.
Well,
yeah.
and then, but again, that end of the strip, I don't know if Chris has been to Le Fontainebleau, as Zach calls
I
it,
have
but
not.
La Fontainebleau, super nice as well.
You've been in it?
Yeah,
I haven't.
It's dark, but it's like beautiful. It's modern and new. It's
I've
like
never-
Resorts World with the lights off.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just
not been.
darker.
I've never been to Vegas completely by myself.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
go.
It
it's
is
the best.
my
I love
favorite.
Vegas by myself.
I try. I didn't do it last year. I should this year. Just go by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell my friends because they'll want to come with, and it's no offense to them.
No.
I tell Tim, and I'm like, and he gets it.
Yeah.
Tim's my guy.
You got dang right. I
But
almost
it's
cussed.
nice. If I'm like, I want to go to this dinner. I want to play this slot. I want to do. You just do it all
Dude,
on
it's
your
the
own. The
best.
people
Yeah.
watching because you're not.
Yeah.
I keep my phone in my pocket and just watch. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't do that
Listen
when
to
I'm with my
tunes.
friends.
I'm so
yeah.
freaking productive when I go there by myself because I can get work done. I go for walks. I eat what I want. Play cards as long as I want. It's the freaking best. That's my happy place for sure. Vegas solo trips.
Yep. Once a year though, not often.
Oh, like 7 or 8 times a month would be ideal, but whatever, you do you.
I think I'm going to try it.
Do it, Chris.
Yes.
I think I'm looking to see how much the flights are right now.
I want to
bet-
see a
I
picture
bet it's cheap.
of
Yeah.
you at the well
it
now
is spring
Terry
break.
Reid International Airport
Same.
saying just landed.
Yeah.
Kiss me.
Yeah.
Yeah, kiss him.
Dude, $239 round trip.
Yeah.
Can't
you
afford
have
not
to
Give me
go.
a break. Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
afford
You
not
have
to.
to go. Do it.
Yeah, a sauce requires it.
Yeah. He asked me first, like I was going to talk him out of it, even though I text him when I'm going to get things.
You know I didn't want you to talk
No,
about it.
correct. Yeah. You knew I wouldn't.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
You're right.
What kind of a capacity does a theater at the Wynn have? Which I don't know even where their theater is.
That's where Garth Brooks played for a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to even picture where in the casino the theater entrance is.
It's if you're at Parasol Up, the upstairs casino bar, and you walk back, there's a restaurant on your left. It's pretty close to the floor, if I remember correctly, to the casino floor. It's not too far in the back of the casino. It's not like some of them where you have to go through hallway and hallway and
And
hallway.
don't you hate, like when you walk into the Wynn, there's like those 15 stores you have to walk through.
Yeah.
Just to get I don't need to go through 15 stores with armed security guards just to go gamble.
Right.
Can I just give you my money faster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the bar to get a Sinatra smash.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Oh.
It's like when you're staying at Planet Hollywood or Paris or something, you have to walk through crystals to get to Aria.
Yeah.
It's a lovely little mall, but I'm like, I've spent $0 in that mall in my entire life. Can I just get to the gambling, please?
Yeah, could we Red Dead Redemption just like fast forward?
Exactly. Because they got rid of that Starbucks. I don't know if they re-put that one in, but the Starbucks that was
down
at
below?
at Crystals, that was kind of like a unique, cool looking Starbucks. Yeah, that one's gone. I don't know what they put there now.
Yeah, who knows?
So now there's no reason for me to go there.
Yeah.
No.
Keep walking. I got money to lose.
The best.
Trip booked yet or not?
Check this out, dude. Yes. Dude. Yes. I'm doing it.
Yeah, you have to.
Truly can't afford not to. Plane tickets for that cheap?
Yeah.
And if you're in full on YOLO mode and you only live once, this is the time to go full Lieber on it and bring magic mushrooms and see Bryan Adams on a different planet.
You are correct.
Just alternate universe Bryan Adams.
And look what we've done to Corey. He is correct.
And no microdosing.
No.
You are
No.
Mega dosing.
You're talking full on?
Yeah, eat them like it's your last meal.
Yeah. Smile.
Full mushrooms. Like you
Yeah.
went to Target and got one of those blue tins with like wrapping around it.
Yeah.
My God,
Just go all
Vegas on like full on mushrooms would be overwhelming.
Yeah. I'd hide in the room. Wait, I do that anyway.
There's Parrish.
Yeah, I'm sure Parrish will say yes.
Hi, Mark.
Hockey, buy 2 seats in case you want to lay down.
No, there might be a filthy S word beside me. You know what I mean?
Oh, Dwight's going?
Yeah. Thank you.
Am I
Thank
going to
you.
have to do all your jokes?
No.
Pay attention.
God, I hope not, because then they don't need me.
My plan is coming together.
Penny!
Hi.
Man. Oh,
Perry knows
That's a
exactly.
turkey call.
Yeah,
Hell
Perry,
yeah.
Perry knew.
Yeah. I know a turkey call. Come on. Good morning. How we doing, guys?
Excellent. How are
How
you?
about you?
Good.
Long
That
night.
was last night.
Yeah, it was
Nice
it was
job,
a long
man.
night. Thank you.
You were great.
How fun is that?
You're pretty.
It was so much fun. I love doing color. It's the closest thing to playing, I guess, that I can get to get back into that enthusiasm, the energy of playing. And yeah, the kids last night, man, they did not disappoint. It was great. Lakeville South hung in there as long as they could to Moorhead. Moorhead playing as patiently and poised as they did and stuck with it, and Mason Craft, and getting to call all these games with all my buddies' kids in them now. It's so much fun for me to go back, and it's amazing. I've said it on air that when I go back to these games, like the memories, like I kind of can't help but remember the stuff that happened on the ice. That's all people want to talk about when I'm there. But I remember when I was a kid and my parents dropping my brother and I off at the Civic Center, giving us $20 each in the morning, just being like, we'll pick you up later tonight, and just spending all day running around, watching all the games.
That's cool.
You know, the hockey expo, just trying all the new gear. It was a holiday. It's truly my favorite time of year. I'm more excited now than I am during Christmas.
I can
That's
change
awesome.
your mind just a little bit. As awesome as yesterday was for you, imagine flying to Vegas, taking a whole bunch of magic mushrooms, and watching Bryan Adams at the Wynn.
Yeah. I mean,
1A and 1B.
Yeah. I mean, I put them side by side. It's completely what I think about.
Are mushrooms legal in Vegas, Sauce? You would know this. Can you get them at like Planet 13 or something?
I don't go to Planet 13, but
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
they
think
are, but
Colorado.
You could find them.
Oh yeah, no problem. Just buy it off some random on the street.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that's safe.
I'm sure. I won't name names, but some of us could find him before he leaves.
Oh, yeah. Bring them on the plane.
I mean,
Are mushrooms legal in Nevada?
I mean,
We have never needed Zach more than we need him right now because he
Zach
knows
died.
what drugs are legal in every state.
It is important to be aware that despite changing attitudes towards some drugs, the use of psychedelics remains illegal in Nevada.
Okay. So you're going to have to
And it is
discreetly take them at Bryan Adams.
Oregon, Colorado. Those are the two. I thought it would have been more by now. Those are wild.
Well, you get I'm a lot more do the microdose.
Well, and that's the thing is back in the day, it would be you eat an eighth and basically find the Lord.
Yeah.
So, whereas now I know people that, well, even Ben was talking about it, where you just kind of microdose.
Yeah.
I have a friend who did that, who I never would have thought would do that, and said he's never laughed so hard, just like Ben had said, and didn't really have like visuals. Like the walls weren't melting and stuff.
It used to cut like a knife.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well
But,
played.
Mr. Minister, it isn't like this film is the first troublesome thing to come out of Canada. Let us not forget Bryan Adams.
No, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions.
You know.
It's so funny.
You should go, Hawk, because it would be like heaven.
He's got cripplers, though.
Just cripplers.
Keep going, so let's do another one.
And if you don't go, Hawk, please forgive me.
Do another one.
You know what? The best part about you going, Hawk, is have you ever really loved a woman? And you know the other thing, which is weird, is if you go, I'll do everything I do it for you, Hawk.
Yeah, that was the rule of 3. We should have just stopped at 3.
When you love somebody, Hawk, you go. Go and be reckless. If that's an album. Damn it. Sorry, Hawk. You should go.
I love how he critiques himself now.
All right, let's do the news because
Did he book it?
I think he's going to book it.
He needs to book it.
It's happening.
Don't tell him what to do.
He sure looks.
No, he asked me to tell him what to do.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Well, I mean, the show has voted. It's unanimous. We all
I'm
think you
definitely
should
going.
do it.
You want me to push the buttons?
Are you going to the other bit?
What's the other bid?
What's tomorrow, Hawk?
Saturday.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. This is the other thing.
Yeah.
And how many times are you going to get to do this in your life? I could go to Bryan Adams tonight and the Eagles tomorrow night at the Sphere.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to.
Come on.
Yeah. Do acid.
Now you got me.
This isn't up
Let's
for
go.
debate.
Right?
Yeah. Come on.
I think I have an erection.
Me too. And I'm not going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do it.
You're right. I'm going to do it.
Impromptu Vegas trips are the best.
100%.
This is brought to you by Carboni's. Here's my top story. I'm going to go to Vegas by myself.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This might be a game changer for you.
You're right.
Yeah.
You like gambling by yourself. Like if you
That's
go to
the
a
only way to
local,
gamble.
right? If you go to a local
Right.
casino, that's the way you like to do it. Wait until you experience that town completely by yourself. It's the best.
Yeah.
He did say he has comped rooms at the Excalibur, so that's where he's going to stay.
All right.
Yeah.
Finally, I have changed my vote. I am saying that you should not go.
He said he has a suite in one of the pillars of the castle, is what he told me.
And he's going to go to the fun dungeon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I said actually, the pillars are shaped like a castle.
Yeah.
So it's a weird pillow.
There's a chance you get the Black Plague.
He doesn't care. He loves that casino. You've won money at that casino, right?
I've won money at every casino.
I have.
Yeah.
Walking out of there without a 700-year-old disease is a win at
Yeah, he doesn't
Excalibur.
care. He has that.
Hey, do you have Legionnaires? No.
You're
the winner.
He did have that. Remember? Yeah, you did catch that.
I did.
I forgot about
That's
that.
you can die from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's gambling.
It's tough. The sickest I've ever been. I didn't know what the hell was going on with me. And
How'd you get it? Drinking out of the
I
sink?
drove by this place on 169.
Oh, yeah.
It was when the Vikings were still at Winter Park, and I drove by there every day for like a week. And that there was a big factory over here that was shooting it out into the sky. And I'm one of 11 people in Minnesota who got it.
Yeah. He was out for a while. It almost killed him. Yeah, it was
I had
terrible.
a gig. I played a gig with Legionnaire's disease, and I thought I was going to die.
And people thought that I earned my Purple Heart.
Right.
Grace, you're an American treasure. See you in a week.
Love you,
I
Grace.
love you guys. I will be back next week. In the meantime, go to my website, book me for a speaking engagement. This year is filling up. Next year is starting to fill up. JohnKriesel.com. Love you guys.
Love you, brother. Be careful.
Love you, Grace.
All right, sports next. We'll talk high school hockey with Parrish. We'll go around the old world of sports. Alec Lewis will be here in like 20 minutes. We'll talk Vikings news, including Theo Jackson and more, and free agency and Sam Darnold and stuff in like 20 minutes. And initials 1 hour from now with $86,000 potentially up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Initials jackpot.
With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Yeah, first thing Sunday morning. Why not?
Yeah. Should I do the red eye? No.
No.
9:40 on Sunday morning.
Perfect.
I'm proud of you, Hawk.
Then do you just fly to Indiana, or do you just? What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that I would. That's what I'm.
Go Vegas,
right
Indiana, and then just fly home from Indiana.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or even rent a car and drive home from Indiana, or buy a car.
Yeah, we should be travel
what
agents.
Do you care? Yeah.
There's like that part of the country. There's a lot of times you can just like find a polka band that's got a van that you could hop into.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Polka King of the Midwest.
We'll get you home by Thanksgiving.
Polka.
We'll get you home by Thanksgiving.
I want to say thank you to Carbonis for that news, and now
it's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
All right, Perry, you did these 2 games last night.
Yes, I
the
did.
high school hockey tournament is going. It's the best ever. Moorhead beat Lakeville South 7-4. Even though they trailed a lot in that game, they got going and they ended up winning, and they will advance as the number 1 seed.
Yes, it was a very, very good game. Lakeville South came out and kind of put Moorhead on their heels. I would say they definitely put Moorhead on their heels early on in the game, just playing physical with their speed. Their top line was flying, the top 2 lines, I should say. And Moorhead just kind of slowly, they played with a lot of poise, a lot of patience. They were very well coached, and it was easy to see because that Matt Cullen guy was sitting there behind their bench in Moorhead. No, my buddy Matt, and those kids are playing great. I mean, it was very, very impressive. The details that they pay attention to the game are shockingly the ones that Matt paid attention to during the game, and they're the most important ones. But yeah, you got to hand it to Lakeville South. They played their butts off. They gave it their all. Gave the number 1 seed a run for their money. And then, of course, your Edina Hornets.
My Edina Hornets beat Rogers 2-1 in overtime.
You know, it's great in when we get to see, different teams, kind of fresh blood come into the tournament. We don't see it necessarily as much in AA. It's Rogers. They've been an up-and-coming program for a while now. Having my kids in the youth hockey program, they've been somebody scary to run into for quite a while. They put up a great fight against Edina. Edina, both teams, again, amazing defensively. The details, again, not surprisingly, Kurt Giles, former NHLer, one of the best coaches we've seen here in high school for Edina. And then Jonas Donskoy, another former NHLer that was working for Rogers, helping them out as one of their coaches. Both teams played incredibly well. Rogers just ran out of gas. Edina's depth, Mason West, that beast of a forward, they just wore him down, and eventually they finally took it in. They finally found that one, popped it in OT for you, Sauce, and I'm sure your house went crazy, right?
Well, we were asleep, but I heard about it when I woke up this morning. So Edina will play Moorhead. St. Thomas Academy will play Stillwater. East Grand Forks will play Hibbing. And the other one is Orno at 11 a.m. battles St. Cloud Cathedral.
Thank you for your honesty.
Spartans.
Which games are you doing?
I'm doing the evening tonight. I'm at the desk tonight.
So what are you going to do after this? Nap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very, very long nap.
I would have bet all of my money on the nap.
You know what I'm doing after
I
this?
might wake up
You're going
in
to
time
Vegas.
to shower.
I just booked it.
What time's your flight? When are you out of here?
11:15.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was why I chuckled a little bit.
Wait
When I
a
was
minute,
talking.
11:15?
I saw Hawks celebrate here.
11:15? How do you have time to get anything to bring with?
Nothing.
No, he ain't going.
You're going nuts.
So you're going sans suitcase.
This
That's truly
is
YOLO
truly
in it.
spur of the
Good
moment.
for you,
I am
Hawk.
proud of you, Hawk.
Yes.
I'm going.
Heck yeah.
Sauce, you know what that means. He doesn't have a suitcase and clothes on the way there. He'll have a brand new carry-on suitcase and a wardrobe on the way back.
Yeah, there's a buckle there. There's a Talbot's in Vegas, right, Hawk?
Yeah, I think in Crystal's there's a wet seal.
Yeah, he loves that place.
I'm looking for
And a
wet
Charlotte
seals,
Russe.
ladies.
Oh my God.
And a Lane Bryant.
Oh, that's the old hockey. The new hockey
I
doesn't
just
need
checked
that.
in.
Yeah,
I love it. Yay!
Where are you staying?
I love
I don't
it.
know. I don't have a room yet. I got to make an email. You guys do the show. I'm
Just
busy.
call Windjam.
Yeah, call Windjam.
Yeah,
Windjam will take you.
exactly.
Let's see here. Perry, the Wild made a trade last night. They are acquiring Justin
Brazeau.
That's a terrible name.
And they dealt...
who did they deal?
Jacob
Marley.
Lauco. And...
back to Boston.
You suck!
Marit?
No.
Kustendinov.
You suck!
Marat Hustnedinov.
You're what hurts?
Yep.
So who are these people?
Lauco, they're depth players. Hustnedinov is a young guy. Lauco is a guy that's was in Boston. I like that we brought him over here. It was a good pickup. But I like this trade. Hustnedinov is, as a young guy, is showed great signs and being reliable defensively and winning some faceoffs here and there, but he really hasn't shown a whole lot offensively. This Justin Brazeau comes in and he scores 10 goals. I know as a 27-year-old, it was weird for him to come into the league as a rookie. But he, a couple of years of juniors, he ends up going to college. You never know when a player is going to mature into his game. And every now and then, some of these take like a little bit of fine wine. They take a little bit longer, and he has. And the nice thing about getting a guy at this age is because the physical maturity, the mental maturity, that's all already there. You know exactly what you're going to get out of him. And he came in and he scored 10 goals this year for Boston. He's a big, thick, big-bodied boy. He's about 6'6", probably 260.
That's a huge bitch.
And, he's got some scoring touch. He's got some great hands around the net, great feel, very smart, very intelligent player, very intelligent man.
All right.
So yeah, I'm excited for this one for, when you think about with the cap, hit the cap opening up a little bit for the Wild here in the years to come, having some more established players ready to go when we get this money is a great move by Billy G.
I need you one more time. The Wild battle Vancouver tonight at 9 p.m. The Wild are 36-22-4. That game can be heard right here on The Fan.
They a little bit of a road trip here. They're just finishing out, and then they get to come home. This is crunch time for them. It's 20 games left for everybody in the league right now. The Four Nations really caught everybody off guard. It seems like, where all of a sudden you come back from your break and it's 20 games left, where these guys are used to taking an All-Star break and having almost half of a year left, 30 some games left into the season. So it's they gotta keep winning. Everybody else is winning around them. They've got to keep winning now to stay in the playoffs. But the great thing that this team has done all year is just they're gritty, they're gutty, and they find ways to win.
The Wolves battle the Heat tonight at 7:00. The Wolves are 4.5-point favorites, and they have won 3 straight.
Want me to take that one too?
Go ahead.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, do we think Parrish knows all 5 of the basketball positions?
Military?
No, Hawk, no.
I don't think so. Want to bet a Caniac?
No, I should have yesterday. I don't think he does either.
There's no way he was listening yesterday when Chris did it.
No, he was
a day
asleep.
or two before.
No,
He might have been listening.
I don't think he
yesterday.
can do
It was
it.
pretty late in the show.
No, he was asleep.
Want to bet that he can?
No, I don't think he can.
Oh. All right. No Caniac on the line. Parrish, give it a shot. The 5 positions in a starting basketball lineup.
Center.
That's 1.
Guard.
We're going to need you to be more specific.
Oh, God, that's right. Shooting guard.
That's 2.
Point guard.
That's 3.
Forward.
More specific.
Power forward.
Sure. That's 4.
I honestly don't have the slightest clue.
Give it a shot. 1 to go. You can do this.
Winger.
Yeah, winger. Wingardium.
She's only
Leviosa.
17.
God, that band's
That's a
terrible.
problematic song.
I was a winger.
Yeah.
That is a very
Small forward. Okay. Anyway.
Small forward. Yeah.
You like that band, right? Perry?
Oh, yeah.
Winger?
Yeah.
Oh, heck. Oh, the hair bands. When they
Terrible.
came out.
Sing more of it, Hawk.
She's only 17 wasn't inappropriate when I was singing it.
Away.
Yeah, when you were 17.
Right.
Yeah.
It's problematic when the guy's 38.
Right. That's not bad. Would you go to Vegas to see them?
Nope.
Or when you have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yeah. Gopher.
Don't leave her anywhere near Winger.
Yeah, do not. The
Or
Gopher
Drake.
men's basketball team's final regular season game is Sunday at noon against Rutgers in Rutgers. The Gophers will
are you going to talk?
Well, you asked me to do sports.
Legitimate question, though.
The Gophers will most likely make the Big Ten tournament.
Cool.
Let's go.
Go
The
Gophers.
last three teams do not. Selection Sunday is a week from Sunday.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Man, now I want to go to Vegas.
Yeah, same.
There's a seat right beside me, baby.
Yeah, go with him, man. The Vikings.
But I don't want to go see Bryan Adams.
You don't have to.
You don't have
Watch
to.
it
Or the
anyway.
Eagles at the Sphere.
What? I went with you to see 311.
Yeah, I did that too.
I banked community service hours doing that.
I also paid for your ticket.
Yes, you did.
That
Two nights
helps.
in a row. Yeah, he'd pay for your ticket.
Yeah,
Right,
but
Hogs?
I don't think I would want to see either, even if I had free tickets. So
You'll pay for it, right?
it's like if I could see Bryan Adams do 3 songs, I'd say cool. I don't want to sit for an entire show. And I honestly, I don't like the Eagles at all, so that wouldn't do much for me. But I do
football
want to see
team?
the Sphere.
the Sphere's.
Can I see Bryan Adams do 3 songs at the Sphere? Now I'm in. Can we combine the two? And can I pick the 3 songs?
I really think you would dig seeing the Eagles, even though you're not a big fan. They play so many great music. Great music.
The Sphere's
I'm a
sweet
little
too.
nervous.
Yeah, obviously. Again, that's my biggest complaint is most of my favorite bands aren't big enough to play there. That's a buzzkill.
Who's still
Line is it
around
anyway?
from the Eagles?
Henley and Joe Walsh
Oh yeah.
and Timothy B. Schmidt,
Who's dead?
Glenn Fry,
Gene Hackman,
Oh my God.
Jimmy Carter,
Thomas
Pasta
Edison.
Bolognese.
Genghis
A
Khan,
lot of people are dead, brother.
Thanks, Hulkster. I meant from that band.
Sam the Eagle from the Muppets.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's right. It's terrible, terrible accident.
How?
Hi.
Right.
The Vikings have extended safety Theo Jackson. It's a 2-year deal worth $12.615 million.
It's like $1 an hour.
Everybody loves him, and Alec Lewis will have a pretty good breakdown about him when he gets here in a few minutes.
And don't forget that .615. That's $615,000. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's how much it costs to see the Eagles at the Sphere.
Did you buy tickets yet?
I just bought my Bryan Adams tickets right now.
Yes.
Ticket. You guys have used StubHub before, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Can I guess? Do you care if we go through how much you just paid for this Bryan Adams
yeah,
ticket?
doesn't bother me a bit.
All right,
No,
so
he don't care.
how good of a ticket at the Win for Bryan Adams? Like, are you close, middle, back of the pack? Where are you?
You know how there's 3 sets of seats on the floor?
Okay, yep.
Right side,
Right side floor.
halfway up.
Nice.
So pretty good seats, right?
One seat, yep.
Okay, one
Orchestra
seat.
section, essentially.
That's sweet, dude.
One seat
Nice.
on a Friday night at the Win in March to see Bryan Adams. How long is he there? Do you know how long the residency
I
is?
think he's 6 shows total.
6 shows
Yep.
total. So relatively limited
He's
number of
basically
shows.
this week and next week.
I'm going to say one seat costs you. God, this is Vegas, so I got to up it a little bit. I'm going to say $270.
$410.
Parrish.
Well, I was going to say 250. But I'm going to go 300. I'm going to go 192.43.
$192.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Not too bad at all.
Deal.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
What about the Eagles at the Sphere? That's
Haven't
got to
gotten
be
there
double
yet.
that at least,
Yeah,
right?
that one's still questionable.
That's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
That was still
let me
questionable
look.
because I was just looking and there's a lot of good bands tomorrow night in Vegas,
Yeah.
including a band by the name of
Winger.
Deftones.
Oh, Deftones. Okay.
Where at? Cosmo? I think they do the Cosmo.
Deftones play Cosmo? Again, where the hell's a theater at the Cosmo?
I saw Dave at the Cosmo. It's in the back.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Dave. Dave Matthews. Sorry.
Yeah, where are Deftones playing?
Hawks
See, now you want to come, don't you?
Whoa.
To the on the trip.
They are playing the MGM Grand tomorrow.
I
Ooh,
really should
man.
get a hotel room, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Didn't you email our guy?
Not yet. He's not up yet. It's only 5:30
Yeah, he
a.m.
might be.
You think?
So you're just going to fly there without a room?
Yeah.
God, I'm proud of you.
I want to live like Max does.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hawk?
I wish I had his hair.
Yeah. Good luck to you on these Eagles tickets.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like, it's fifth row. Not bad. $900.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But they're not a lot available. It's not a Justin Timberlake concert.
And look, I know you like the Deftones, don't love the Deftones. It's almost sold out, and the tickets that are remaining are like $250 and up. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
There's a couple, I guess, at $190, but
there are not a lot of tickets available.
I think you'll find something
almost sold out.
to do.
You know what I could do?
What?
I can go see Bryan Adams again tomorrow night.
Yeah. Or gamble. Or go to Circus Circus.
I'm trying not to gamble.
Sorry, Eddie.
No, it's okay.
Well, you're in the right town.
Yeah, good for you.
You know what I'm trying to do is try to pivot to my next addiction, prostitution.
Well, again, you're in the right town.
I got to pay for my trip.
Yeah. Wait,
you got to work on your spending addiction.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
No. All right, Alec Lewis should be joining us shortly. We'll play initials at 8:15. He'll make his debut. One of you gets a crack at $86,000 thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Vikings news is next.
The Fan.
All right, Alec Lewis is here. Sauce is on his way to go grab him. We can talk Vikings news with Alec. I got a lot of questions for him. The guy does reporting, right? He covers this freaking team. So all the questions we have about free agency and Sam Darnold and Cam Bynum and Harrison Smith and Byron Murphy, we got a lot of questions. My guess he has answers. Good timing.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I like him. Let's go. Where'd everybody go? Where did this?
Parrish went to the break room. I don't know if he's getting coffee or something because he had very little sleep after the Edina overtime win 2-1 against Rodgers. And Sauce is going to get Alex, so we should be back in a second.
Good. Okay, got it.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
All right, when those two get back up here, we can talk about this, but the Vikings did agree to a 2-year, $12.615 million extension with safety Theo Jackson, 26 years old, 6th-round pick out of the Titans, or from the Titans in 2022, 43 career games, 2 interceptions, and like I said earlier, just 222 defensive snaps, which isn't a ton, but as you said earlier, they love everything he's done for them behind players that get all the reps. So they have a lot of confidence in him that he can do it.
They do.
So
he's a big kid too.
$6 million.
Bigger than
a year.
Bigger than Metellus, that's for sure. Yeah, big dude, man. So yeah, I'm excited for him. Good for him.
Yeah, I like the name Theo.
Theo's good name.
Huxtable, Jackson, Vaughn.
They're all cool.
It says here that I
Theodore from the Chipmunks.
says I can pick my seat, but I don't see a seat available
For the flight or for Bryan Adams?
for the flight.
Maybe because it's so.
Oh, maybe they already gave me my seat assignment.
Maybe you're flying the plane, and that's the problem with the aviation industry the last couple of months.
Good point.
I mean, that's possible.
Yeah, you're right. That could be it. My plane's at the gate.
You're ready to roll.
Yeah. Do you have clothes to wear?
I have nothing.
No, he doesn't care. He's just going to go.
Hey, I can buy undies and socks. These pants I'll wear every night.
Yeah, what do you care?
I fly back Sunday morning. You know, I'll buy shirts after I throw up on this one.
Yeah.
Because, I'm drinking some Yag.
Well, you'll have a Bryan Adams sweatshirt or T-shirt after tonight, so you'll wear that tomorrow night.
He'll have both.
Yep.
He'll buy
everything Bryan Adams has.
Yeah. He loves buying merch.
Alec Lewis, I'm flying to Vegas in a couple hours. My plane leaves at 11:13.
He just decided. Last second trip to Vegas.
TSA pre-checks can come in handy.
Really?
Yep.
What made you do it?
Bryan Adams is playing at the Win, and I want to see him. He's one of my favorite of all time.
Is that where you're staying, the Win?
I don't know. I haven't got a hotel room yet.
He hasn't got that far.
Just do it.
I'm just going.
The Win is the Win. That's my favorite spot when I'm
really?
there.
That's
very nice.
Yeah, it's great.
The Cosmo is. I mean, now I'm giving all the high end places, and I probably should back off on that. But
yeah, no,
that's awesome.
Please go crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
There is no better hotel room than Cosmo because it has the balcony.
I just love that whole. I mean, they've got the food on the second level. The sports book's not huge. It's nice. When we did that trip, I mean, the game was the worst game I've ever seen in my whole life.
Almost, well, not even almost. Pretty much ruined that trip.
Honestly,
that last day sucked so much.
I remember sitting in the press box and we're just like looking at each other like, I mean, and I was like, the Athletic paid for me to come out here for 4 days for this?
Josh Dobbs was essentially just kicking the football.
Yeah.
And Justin came back that day and then I believe had to be taken in an ambulance to the hospital.
That's right.
Yeah, because didn't Dobbs basically lead him right into...
Threw it way too high.
Crossfire.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was kind of like, okay, this Dobbs thing is kind of over. And that was kind of upsetting. Like, I don't know. I loved that time.
Man, let me tell you, I was yesterday. I got an, because I am who I am. I got an email from the NFL shop, where you buy clothes. Said our biggest sale ever on Viking stuff, and I clicked. I think you can get a Pastronaut shirt for like $4.99.
Did you buy one?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
That is the most of like 30 years from now, legendary. Like you see somebody in the crowd with the Dobbs jersey. That is,
I remember that.
I can't believe you're going to Vegas.
I can't believe it either. I've never done anything like this.
I'm jealous.
I am jealous of myself.
Are you a gambler? You said sports book. It sounds like you at least like sports betting.
Yeah, I a lot of my friends are. So there's times where I'm more. I don't even know what I can say from a company perspective, but there are times where I find it fun to partake.
Okay,
I will say golf. If I'm doing it, golf is very fun for me.
Gambling on it?
Yeah,
it's the best.
Golf
There's nothing better than
part
golf
of our
gambling.
golf bets, then.
Yeah,
if you can do that,
you guys would cook me just like you're about to like initials. I'm just saying. And I think O'Connell was on here, right?
He was. He got 0, and he's bitter about it.
Okay, good.
He wants back
so
in.
So the bar for me, I feel totally okay if that's what happens, because that probably will be what happens.
Yep. He's competitive. He legitimately was bothered by the fact that he got 0, and
I love that.
He wants back in the ring.
100%.
Sounds like in the next month or two that's going to happen.
He'll probably throw. Probably not right now. Seems like they're
little busy.
Pretty busy.
Yeah, a couple things going on, sure.
Yeah, but of course he'll throw it in a press conference and be like, I played that game over there. Yeah, he remembers stuff.
He's great.
And it eats at him.
Yeah, I like that he takes it seriously.
Yeah. He's competitive.
So walk us through what we were just talking about when Sauce was going to get you in the elevator. Theo Jackson, 2-year, $12.615 million extension. So that's a pretty good investment for a guy without a lot of reps. So why do they like him so much?
Yeah, I mean, the defensive staff, really since Flores arrived, they've thought this guy could really contribute. And I think it's interesting going back to last training camp and last spring. Every time you watch this guy, he's around the ball, and we would write about him all the time and talk about him. And I think some fans would be like, all right, you're pumping this guy up, but he's never playing actually. So what is this agent driven stuff? But I mean, the defensive staff felt the same way. And so, ultimately, they committed what they did to him. That 2-year, $12.615 million number, I want to see what the actual years and numbers are when things kind of hit the PA cap situation. But it speaks to the safety room right now and the broader question about Harrison Smith and Cam Bynum.
What do you think about those two? What's the best guess there for both of them?
My best guess would be that Harrison Smith is back and plays another season.
One more and done? Victory tour or what? Farewell tour?
I would never say never with this guy because, I mean, I do think on the outside, some people watch Harrison and it's like, well, he's not the hitman maybe that he used to be. But I tell you that when you talk to Brian Flores and you talk to Durante Jones and you talk to that coaching staff and even the players that play alongside him, so much of this defense is predicated on Harrison on the field making calls against what he sees. And because he's as smart of a player as he is, he can get them into the right call. So I wouldn't be surprised if Harrison's back. And Cam Bynum, I mean, look, the situation has always been really going back to last year before the season. His representatives at Clutch Sports and the Vikings negotiated an extension leading up to the season. The number, they just couldn't come to an agreement on the number. Cam's number, I think, is pretty high if you're looking at safety contracts. And so I think the Vikings felt like if we believe in Theo Jackson and we think he can play a deep half safety and Harrison Smith does come back, then those two guys can kind of anchor the deep parts of the field with Josh Metellus as the in-the-box rover nickel type of guy. And that's probably what the outlook of the safety room, that's what I expect it to look like at this point.
Yeah, and obviously people are allowed to change their minds, especially when it comes to their own careers. But Chris, I remember you telling us after the last Vikings game of the year that Harrison, even if he was just covering his bases in case it was his last one, you said he definitely was projecting that, like, this is done. Yeah. It's over. Yeah. I got to say thank
Alec,
you and goodbye to everybody.
You saw him when we were walking around. He had tears in his eyes. He went to every single player and every single coach and every single staff member and said thank you. It was an emotional thing.
Yeah, he was definitely more emotional in that loss than the year before. And you guys know, like, I haven't been here forever, but I definitely, I mean, you could tell. And I think part of that for him was, and I talked to him throughout the course of the season, he just felt like it was such a special year. And I told somebody the other day, when they lost in that playoff game to the Rams, I mean, I felt for a lot of different people. You felt for Sam Darnold with the way it ended, just from a human being aspect. But I think more than anybody, it was probably Harrison, because for a guy to have the career that he's had in this town with this jersey, and having meant what he's meant to the people that listen to this show and that support this team, you just kind of want that guy to get to the place that everyone, to be remembered as one of the guys who brings you to the place that everyone wants them to reach. So, yeah, I think that was some of the emotions. But, I mean, he loves the game. Like, I sat down with him before the season, and he's like, there's literally nothing that can replace the adrenaline. I mean, this guy's flown planes. He has a plot of land in Tennessee where he just, like, has a bulldozer, and I want to go down and spend time with him, but he essentially just, like, has a plot of land that he just toys around with, and he has all of these different hobbies, but none of them for him replace the adrenaline of Sunday in those games.
Alec Lewis of The Athletic, what do you make of all the Sam Darnold returning conversation? NPA's noises.
And has he ever tickled you for profit?
He's tickled you, right?
100%.
Oh, man.
PA,
you just cringed.
I mean, I've said this. It's so funny. Like, I say this to a lot of people that, like, friends and stuff, but my dad is like an attorney. He's a very, like, straightforward.
Same.
He's a very, like, straightforward, not a humor type of guy. And he'll listen to the shows with PA, and he's like, what in the world is this guy? And I'm like, Dad, like, you can't really rationalize it, and they've never met, so it's impossible for him to fully understand. The question
by the way, before you get to Darnold, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Perfect. I started here when I was 22, and for 8 years he tickled me. And when I turned 30, this is true. These guys, I'm not kidding. True. We cut a deal. Paul Allen and I cut a deal. I said, now that I'm 30, you cannot tickle me anymore. And I'm 44 now. He has
restrained.
He has accepted his fate. Yeah. About once every year and a half, he'll ask me, please, like, can I at least look at your sides and can I at least have one tickle? And I'll go, no. And he respects that. All I'm saying is, you're 27. When's your birthday?
April.
Okay, so you got a little over, 2+ years before you're 30. I would start talking about a deal now because he will push for the opposite. You got 2.5 years of tickling still.
And make no mistake, how grateful I am for him having me on the show.
Weird way to say that, though. But you don't want to be grateful for a man to tickle you.
No, not grateful for that at all.
That's part of it.
Sometimes, like when he was in Hawaii, my phone's blowing up with texts from him, like with videos of elephants. I'm like, what is even going on? Are you at the zoo in Hawaii? Like, you have nothing better to do in Hawaii than go to... And he was like texting me a video of an elephant. It's like, low to the ground, good motor. I'm like, what is it going on in his head?
That's the most tame thing he could have texted you. You got very lucky.
No, that's
anyway,
correct.
Start talking deal now. All right, back to Darnold.
Sam Darnold. This has been the best way I know how to kind of get into this conversation is to bring you back to Indy. So, like, one of the first nights I was there, I was talking to a scout that is in the NFC. And we're talking about Darnold in the season and what a year they had and the way it ended and all this stuff. And the scout says to me, so let's say you're a GM. Are you paying and committing Sam Darnold for multiple years down the road? So I'd present that, like, would you guys feel confident doing that?
Well, it depends.
I'm not saying if you're Minnesota. I'm just saying if you're another team.
If I was a team that was super desperate for a quarterback and Darnold looked as competent as he did, I don't think I'd give him like 5 years and $200 million, but I would give him like 40 a year for 3 years.
Yeah. So, I mean, the interesting thing is you would expect a guy who is 27 years old, who threw for 4,300 yards and 35 touchdowns. You would expect at least one of these quarterback needy teams, the Giants, the Titans, the Raiders, the Steelers. You would expect one of them to be willing to go above and beyond or pony up because this league is about quarterbacks. And the reality is, I mean, you asked about like, what do I make of it? But I just feel like the expectation was that this market would be Baker Mayfield, 33 a year, $100 million for 3 years and above. And the reality is, thus far, it just doesn't feel like that is where things lie.
I wonder why, because nothing about last year looked flukish. It looked like he had figured out his career.
Well, I think there are a lot of reasons probably to explain. I mean, the last 2 games, obviously, but I would even say if you parse the last 2 games, the Detroit game was really the one where it was like, what the heck? Because there were so many red zone opportunities where you can literally pause the film, and it's always a dangerous thing to do that. You can literally pause the film and see a receiver open, and he's looking that way. The Rams game, even talking to people in Indy, that was a very team-wide kind of failure. But I think the other aspect of it is you have, like, the Raiders. First-year GM has waited a long time to get this opportunity. Does he want to commit multiple years in his first opportunity to Sam Darnold? I'm not sure if that's what he wants to do. I will say this. As of right now, I do think like there could be some movement to where maybe there is a team that is more willing in that, like, I'm just going to throw this out there. Like, let's say Seattle. If they trade Geno Smith, they could save $31 million on the cap. And then they're in the market for a quarterback. So there is, I think, a runway to where there would be interest externally. It just doesn't feel like right now there is a ton that makes another landing spot extremely obvious.
All right, we got to go to break, but you can think about this and maybe answer this when we come back. This is another one of those professional radio teasers.
God, you're good at this.
What Lieber and I and Sauce and everybody in Hawk and everybody's been talking about all week, though, is everything you said might be the case, right? It might be the truth. But it isn't the Vikings' responsibility to go, well, nobody else wants him, so we have to take him back. It could still be like, everything you said might be 100% right. That doesn't mean we have to re-sign him. We have a plan. We have JJ. Yeah. We're moving on. So, like,
got a plan.
I don't understand why somehow it's like, well, the market's not what Sam thought, so Sam's coming back. Why?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. We can talk about that in a second as well. All right, more with Mark Parrish, more with Alec Lewis. Initials in like 15 minutes. 86K up for grabs. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.